ready. What's my name? What's my name? Say Kareem Ali. Say Kareem Ali. You're listening to
Are you serious?
the Hip Hop Debate Show.
Okay, so hear me out.
The official podcast of Kareem Ali. In about 2 seconds, Kareem Ali will begin to speak. Yeah, he did. Kareem Ali TV, the Are You Serious podcast. We discuss various topics through the lens of hip hop culture. You see me in my Charlie Brown, Caterpillar, black and yellow, not the Pittsburgh Steelers, bitch. That's what you're thinking about. You know? Might turn into a butterfly and flap away in this motherfucker. Listen, Slick McLow, the lyrical Leviathan. I don't know where that came from. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Skills Mega, Dope MC, DBL. Down by Law, the movement. We love it. Rod the Blizz, one of the baddest motherfuckers. New York MC. Love it. Savon Johnson, the writer. The ill writer. Interviewee. The man. You see him at all the events. He's just there. He exists. He's like Jaga from the Thundercats. Jaga. If I'm gonna show up like an Obi-Wan Kenobi Force ghost or some shit. He always be there.
Just wanna reiterate. Down by Law did a hell of a show at the Stew. That shit was solid front to back. Peace Skills, word up. That shit was
peace. Hard. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, it was a
Wish I could have made it to that one.
Yeah, they might be on to something. he might be on to something, young fella. He might got
appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Respect. So listen, only because I was asked and because it's out there, sometimes I take requests. And we were just talking about Kendrick Lamar, his impact, his elevation to greatness, maybe in the top 25, top 20 MCs of all time. Some in this generation because he's probably the best of this era, or one of the best of this era. At least seems to be in the main position of this generation. They consider him top 10. I've even seen him as high as number 3 or number 1 at times on many lists. But a lot of people want to say that, hey, you know, Lil Wayne is better. Some people think Lil Wayne is better than Jay-Z and really believe it. They really think so. They really believe that Lil Wayne is one of the greatest of all time. Top 5, top 2, top 3. Right there with Jay-Z and Nas on the popular list. They put Lil Wayne there. And he had a period in the 2000s where he probably was the hottest rapper. From like
he figured out how to rule the mixtape game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's basically what it was, because he stayed flooding them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So what I want to ask is the question: who's a better MC? Who's a greater lyricist? Who's a greater hip hop artist? Kendrick Lamar or Weezy F Baby? Please don't forget the baby. I'll stay away from Slangston for a second because I know what's coming. Skills Bagger.
I don't even understand why this is debatable, to be honest with you. I'm one of the very few from my generation who doesn't have Lil Wayne in any top 20. I like Lil Wayne to me wasn't nice until probably Carter 2 or Carter 3. Everything before that wasn't it to me. And I understand like his mixtapes were crazy, everything like that. But it's kind of like the reverse J. Cole, right? Because for a long time, people used to say that mixtape Cole and album Cole were different people. A lot of people preferred his mixtapes and how he rapped on his mixtapes to his albums until Born Center or 2014 Forest Hills Drive. You feel me? So with that being said, I think that Wayne doesn't have a To Pimp a Butterfly. Wayne doesn't have a Good Kid, Mad City. He has
not the same level of artists at all.
Yeah,
which is a classic, but his artistry is not the same with Kendrick's. What he has to say is not the same. You know, to me, the best in Cash Money for the longest was Juvenile.
Yep.
until
That's a fact.
so. With that being said, I don't understand how they're even comparable. I get that people were raised, and this is the thing that hip hop listeners need to stop doing too, is a lot of people attach nostalgia to their opinion. You feel me?
Yep.
There's a difference between favorite and best. Cameron might be one of my favorites, but is Cameron one of the best? I bet no, no. You feel me? So with that being in mind, I don't think Lil Wayne belongs in the same conversation as a Kendrick. And I know that Kendrick is a big Lil Wayne fan, but two things can be true. So with that being said, it's clearly and by far Kendrick. Kendrick is the way better artist. Kendrick is the way better lyricist. If you and then Kendrick is way better when it comes to battling too. Wayne has one of the worst diss tracks ever recorded. It's called Ghoulish, where he went at Pusha T. Terrible, yo. And that's supposed to be one of the best to ever do it.
Savon, what do you think? Lil
I
Wayne
think
versus Kendrick Lamar.
I agree with Skills because I was never a big Lil Wayne fan, and we got flooded with Cash Money when they got that money from Universal. So I had all of their records, and it wasn't until like Skills said, like Carter 1, Carter 2, not heard the mixtapes or whatever, but I was never really a big fan of Yo until a buddy of mine put me on. He loved Yo. And I was like, he just all right. And then I think that with Wayne, he gained like a cult of personality where people in like say 10 years younger than me just glommed on to Yo. In that time when he just got super hot. You know what I'm saying? Like 2007 or 10
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. He got super hot where then he couldn't do no wrong to his fans. But if you were listening with an untrained ear, it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like he had a Millie, and that would be the one song that I know. But his fans know the entire discography. So I think Wayne is more a cult of personality, whereas Kendrick is like the artist.
Rada Blizz.
I concur. Yeah,
Shortest show ever.
Nah, I definitely concur. Kendrick is the better MC. He's been battle tested. Back in 09, like I remember, like he was going, like to a whole bunch of spots in New York, like battling Charles Hamilton and it was cornball rappers and all that stuff. So, and to see him go from that to where he is now is, what I'm saying, like for me, it's refreshing. I'm not gonna say he's one of the best ever because
You've seen too many.
I've seen too many for too long. He's just not there. Plus, like what I do give to Kendrick is that he's the, like given his performance and given his other performances, he'll do all these big performances and get accolades and is still not cooning for anybody. Whereas,
Yep.
Lil Wayne would be like, oh well, if in there is racism, I ain't seen none, So, it just goes to show, like it's just and yeah, Skills is definitely 100% correct. That ghoulish shit was trash. I think that was the only diss track I've ever heard from him. And see, that's the thing is like, if I shoot you, if I shoot you, I'm famous. If you shoot me, you're brainless. It's kind of like that can be said about Kendrick Lamar. Like you shoot Kendrick Lamar, you're famous. You know what I'm saying? If he shoots you, you're brainless. You know what I'm saying? And like, no, it's not that kind of effect with Lil Wayne. You know what I mean? Like who's really gonna get stripes battling him? That's my take.
All right.
Has Wayne ever really had a battle though? Like you can tell when people battle people. Like has Wayne ever really had a battle?
He was claiming the best alive. So I got in 2 seconds. Kareem Ali will begin to speak. Listen, to me, Lil Wayne in his prime was not better than Lupe Fiasco. People were saying Lil Wayne was the best in the 2000s. To me, I thought that time belonged to Lupe from a lyrical standpoint, as far as that generation of the people that were coming out at that time, 2005, 4, 6, who were dominant. I didn't think Lil Wayne, I thought Lil Wayne was always overrated. I did grow to appreciate him. I thought he had a unique delivery and cadence, the way he used his voice. I appreciated him. Some of his punchlines were nonsensical, but entertaining. So I can see how a casual fan would get sucked into the Lil Wayne phenomenon. But to say that he was the absolute best in the world, of course you can say that about yourself. It's like wrestling, WWE. But to have people coming out here comparing him to Jay-Z or some of these other artists, I just can't see it. He wasn't really feared to me. And I can't compare him to the likes of a Kendrick Lamar, who, like Skill said, has multiple classic albums, 2, possibly 3, in my opinion, who wins Pulitzer Prizes like Rod the Blitz, who's a time-tested battle MC, and who actually has Blitz. Sorry, bro. I might let you just slap the shit out of me when I see you, because I'm Jesus Christ.
I love you, bro.
Man. God damn it.
It's all good.
Shit. I shouldn't even speak for the rest of the show. Listen, but Kendrick is just by far a better lyricist in the way he puts his words together, the technique, the songwriting ability. It's very difficult to make songs that uplift the consciousness of the people and still be entertaining and not be so over the top where it's so in your face where it turns a certain type of people off, where they can almost enjoy it like a party song. Kendrick Lamar has a unique ability to do that. So I don't even think it's a question. We can end the show soon. Because, yeah. Lyrical Leviathan, I'm going to let you anchor this and take this home. Because there's not really much else to say.
Yeah, it really isn't. At one point, you might have heard me fart. And that is pretty much a clear depiction of what I feel about this question. Because it's pretty pointless. I almost want to
people believe it though. We have to.
I almost want to do Skills will appreciate this. A recent clip I seen of John Cena sitting down at a press conference. He sits down, he grabs the mic and drops it, and then he walks out. Because it's really, really, really worth discussing. Lil Wayne at best is a drug addicted pop sensation. He's never made my top 50 when we're talking about actual talented rappers emceeing. So the question is, it's really a debate between people who are fans of mainstream rap music for someone to be like Lil Wayne is better than Kendrick Lamar. Like, there's no comparison.
He's in a lot of top 10
that
lists.
Question to make
He's
sense.
in a lot of top 10 lists.
And which is a larger indicative issue of what I always point to with the issue with how hip hop culture gets commodified and sold back to us by Jewish and white people. It has nothing to do with the actual standards of the culture. You don't compare, but there are people who do it. But in real life, if you know anything about music, you don't compare Kiss to The Who or Eric Clapton, because one doesn't even play their own instruments and the other are world-class musicians. Like, one is a world-class MC, the other is a drug-induced rap star. Those are two different things. So it's like the best thing you can do is if you watch Kendrick's Super Bowl performance and then you watch Lil Wayne's performance on the 50th anniversary of SNL, you see two completely different worlds.
People believe, so let me ask you this. People believe that Lil Wayne would have done better at the Super Bowl. Does anyone here believe that?
Because they're insane. They're insane and they've been highly misinformed.
Does anyone believe
that Wayne drool his way through that SNL performance and can try to compare it to the Super Bowl performance? That's all you need right there. It's like they're not comparable commodities as MCs at all. Not even forget MCs. Lil Wayne is disqualified from the best MC conversation because of the confirmed ghostwriters. People want to say, oh, how come by Carter 1 and 2 he got so much better? Because he paid people to write better raps for him. And the leftovers he used for those mixtapes.
Does anyone believe that Lil Wayne should have been allowed the opportunity to perform at the Super Bowl simply because it was from his hometown of New Orleans?
No.
Jay-Z did him dirty.
And can I say this real quick? I knew it from the beginning. At one of those very first Amazon Prime football games, they showed a Lil Wayne concert, a whole Lil Wayne concert after it. He started cussing from the front door to the back door. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a Lil Wayne concert. I don't know 5 singles that Lil Wayne can actually perform without the Hot Boys. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm saying the cult of personality. The white people who love him, they the ones voting him top 5 and all that shit.
And listen,
People who
he got his
believe
singles that niggas love. He definitely got his singles that niggas love. But to say like he's a top tier MC, you have to not know anything about the actual standards of hip hop culture. Like he needs therapy, not accolades. He's probably not in my top 80.
He makes my top 75. I put him in my top
he
75.
Probably make I want to say he might make my top 50 just because I've had enjoyable times with Yo. But you know,
like a moderate impact.
Like Blizz said, like Lupe Fiasco is 10 times, 50 times better than Yo. And that's what it gets down to, the marketing, how many times they push you in front of his face. Both of Lupe's first 2 albums is better than anything Wayne ever did.
Food and Liquor in the Pool. Yes.
I don't think I'm putting him above Memphis Bleak.
We're better than him.
No, Memphis Bleak.
I mean, come on, that's not fair, Rod. Of cour's we're better than him. I don't think I'm putting him above Memphis Bleak.
Oh my God,
I might not put him above Meek Mills. He's probably not above.
I'm gonna put him over Meek Mills. I'm put him over Meek Mills.
I don't know. It's a close
Meek Mills raps.
I'd probably put him over Meek because of just discography. Like I know 10 Wayne songs. You know what I mean? I probably know 3 Meek Mills.
Meek raps like the mic is in the other room. I can't put Meek Mills.
You can't put him.
I might not put him above.
He's definitely not over Beanie. He's definitely not over Beanie. I wouldn't put him over. Let me think.
I don't think I'd put him over Sheik Luch.
I wouldn't put him over Fatlip.
I'll put him.
Not over Joel
Fatlip.
I'll put him over Sheik.
I don't know if I'm putting him over Fatlip. Because at least Fatlip raps his own lyrics.
Yeah, I'm not putting him over Fatlip. I'm not. I don't think. Wayne.
Rascals.
Yeah, probably the entire Far Side.
It was just saying like actual great MCs.
Yeah, stop it.
Cut it out. What's
wrong with you?
He said Rascals. It's like Yo was like, I'm not putting Harold Miner over Michael Jordan.
I mean, Jay Electronica doesn't have a bigger discography, but bar for bar,
there's no way of putting him over Jay Electronica. Jay Electronica has a bigger discography on YouTube of way more quality songs. It all depends on the
criteria. It depends on the criteria you use for judging. I mean,
if we're talking about MCing, we're talking about rapping on a high caliber. We're talking about dope hip hop. If that's the criteria, then this conversation is mute. If we're just talking about pop sensations who rap their words, then the conversation is different. We're talking Master P, Lil Wayne, MC Hammer, Vanilla Ice. That's a different conversation. That's not a hip hop conversation. These are rappers who white people in the suburb bought tons of CDs.
Exactly. So my question for everybody is where you put Tyler the Creator now at?
Tyler the Creator is a whole different conversation. Tyler the Creator is an MC. Tyler the Creator is an excellent hip hop artist.
Say it again,
he's unique. And he has a very different approach to things, but Tyler the Creator is like Ornette Coleman or some shit. He's like free jazz.
Rod, what'd you have to say? You said something, Rod?
No, that's completely. Tyler's completely different, but Tyler creates, what I'm saying. But Tyler crafts his albums from top to bottom in a way that he, completes this puzzle for the listener. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's like a Tech Nine or an Eminem. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That way, Now, with that being said, shit, I mean, when you talk about Wayne and Kendrick has more classic albums than Wayne. Wayne's albums are glorified mixtapes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then
he only raps one way about one thing too. He doesn't have any range.
Is better than mixtape Wayne.
But Pusha only rap about one thing, and Pusha nicer than you.
You're right. He does it really good. Cool G Rap only raps about one thing, but he raps about that thing probably better than anyone else who's ever rapped about that thing.
Yep.
It's like how good is what you're saying when you're saying it.
Okay. Yeah.
So are we saying that Freddie Gibbs is better than Wayne?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Probably, yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Wayne just says this.
He's not in my top 87.
That's off Pinata.
He keeps getting lower, I know.
Yeah, Pinata, Bandana. I mean, Freddie Gibbs has a crazy discography.
Lil Wayne has a crazy discography, as in he's nuts.
Clinically insane.
At some point, Baphomet did his due diligence on that nigga, and he never was the same.
Man.
And even before then, he wasn't great. He was an average rapper.
We don't gotta go at him like that. I feel bad for the brother.
That nigga showed up in front of Lexington Market.
Real hip hop heads know he's always been an average
Jesus Christ.
And he came along right at the cusp of the mainstream era getting watered down so bad that you could be average and still be looked at as good to those who don't know any better.
Yeah. See, that's how I felt when Drake came out. You feel me? Like when he first came out, it was like, oh, it's a resurgence of bars. He's going crazy. You niggas gonna think he going crazy. We
what? Yo, but and very early on, he actually
got out of Hurricane Chris and all that shit. Yeah, listen, y'all, Drake was a backpack nigga.
I'm not. Yeah, he was on songs with Fonte and everything. He was actually solid in the beginning. Very solid.
I think Drake was whack. I never thought he was whack. I just thought he was overrated.
He got whack over time, but that was
he was overrated. Yes, he was overrated.
Okay, I have a hot take.
I don't know.
I have a hot take. I don't think Lil Wayne is better than Nelly.
I think
you don't think Wayne is better than Nelly?
I don't. Not as a songwriter, not as a lyricist, not as someone actually putting coherent words together.
Nelly had
Rob, you know how I feel
Nelly
about
had
Sean,
a bunch of ghostwriters too, though.
I'm with you about Sean.
That's probably true. I never heard that, but that's probably true.
Hey, yo, we got to show Kareem the mid nigga list.
Yeah, the mid nigga debates.
I don't think he's better than Rick Ross.
The mid nigga debates.
What's that?
I don't think he's better than Ross, and I don't even like Ross.
And Ross did the opposite. Ross had ghostwriters in the beginning and then started writing his own stuff, and it was better than what his ghostwriters wrote for him.
Slick, are you familiar with the mid nigga debates?
I don't think I am.
What is that?
All right.
Sounds entertaining.
So me and Rod are on a podcast called the Rap Chat Podcast, right? And there's 2 episodes where me, him, the brother L Summers, he's from Baltimore also, but he moved. You feel me? We got Jay Powell from Long Beach and Reggie from Chicago. It's a slew of people from around the country that we work with that are on this podcast, and we debate rap topics. And basically one day, I don't know how this started, but I gave them a list of rappers that I believe is mid. It's like 30 dudes. And we had 2 different episodes about why I considered these people to be mid. You feel me? But I would love to watch a mid like battle tournament. You feel me? But
who's someone on that list that people debate you on whether they should be on that list or not? I'm very curious.
Logic, Sean.
Oh, well, of course, Logic would be on there. You said Sean, Big Sean.
Yeah,
Big Sean should be on there. Logic, no.
Yeah, he should be on there. Still think he's better though. I respect that. A lot of mid people came out and just had they hit, and then it's all about building fandom. You know, when they get right down to it, and how much money
is Lil Wayne better than Logic? Oh shit! That's crazy.
I've been put in a position that I unjustifiably would not like to be in.
Yo,
Macho Man Randy Savage.
That's unbelievable.
Is Wayne better than Logic?
Oh man, the Logic hate is stifling.
No, I don't hate Logic. I've seen Logic in real life and thought he was lost. You feel me? But that's another story for another day.
I mean, we're not talking about his mindset. We're talking about his
no, I mean, like, I thought he was lost, like the location he was in. I didn't think he was supposed to be where he was at.
I understand, but I don't know if that's part of the same conversation.
No, I'll answer your question. I'm not.
I think he's culturally lost.
Yeah, clearly. Did you see when he was rapping? He did like a white cover of "Today Was a Good Day" and said "freaking niggas everywhere." Like I get it.
No.
That like Logic be saying "nigga" now, and it's so cringy.
Wow.
It's OD cringy. Like Ice Cube's son told him.
But is he better?
Oh, is he? Yeah. Off the bar, he's better than Wayne. But does Wayne make better music than him? I think that Wayne has more enjoyable songs than Logic.
Yeah, I mean, the better music conversation is a much more nuanced discussion that can go one way or the other, depending on whose music you're talking about.
Very subjective, yeah.
Logic may rap better than him bar for bar, but Wayne has better music, and Wayne has songs that mean more to the culture than Logic does.
Wayne has more
culture can be debatable in this era, though. We're in about a 20-year funk that hopefully we're coming out of when we're talking about what the larger mainstream culture understands about the hip hop that they're being spoon-fed by McDonald's of music.
I feel you, but I'm more inclined to listen to Wayne than I am to Logic.
A lot of people are more inclined to eat McDonald's before they eat, I don't know, Chick-fil-A. They're both bad for you.
But how many times we gonna listen to this nigga rap about being mixed?
Oh, listen, I'm none. Like my amount of Logic that I've listened to is about the same as my amount of Lil Wayne, but that alone is enough for me to praise and be like, one is rapping better than the other. Neither of them will make my personal playlist.
Who's the cornier?
Too many other things that are going to go in there before it.
Who's the cornier rapper, Logic or Chance the Rapper?
Logic, because at least Chance sounds like himself. Logic has gone out.
I would say Logic. I would say Logic too.
I'd have to give that nod to Chance. Chance is actually really quality when he wants to be. He may be corny to some, but he's kind of Chance is like if Lupe is Malcolm X, Chance is Brian Gumble, but they're both black and successful with their craft.
Said.
And have their standing in their Chicago community as those people. You know what I'm saying? Chance is the safe black dude.
Lupe is a Muslim, Chance is a super Christian. Like they both do what they do and how they do it, but I would say they both do it quality.
Lyrical Leviathan. Did you just quote Dave Chappelle, yo?
Absolutely. Technically, Paul Mooney. I paraphrased Paul Mooney.
Yo, he said, "I make Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X, huh, motherfucker?" That's hilarious, bro. That is crazy.
So with that said, Logic is the cornier artist, the cornier MC.
Yeah. He's the cornier human being in general. Yes. So
yeah.
Chance is pretty corny. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. He came in sounding like Kendrick. He came in sounding like Kendrick.
The best non-melanated MC of all time, in my opinion, is R.A. the Rugged Man. So.
I agree.
Logic's not in the top 5 of white MCs. Let's be clear. He's not in the top 10 of white MCs.
Ill Bill be going off too, yo.
There are a lot of incredible Caucasian rhyme spitters.
Ill Bill is nice. But I'm biased. I'm biased because RA is my guy. So
Ill Bill, Necro, Slug, Idea, like the list goes on and on. Like Logic may not be in the top 20 of mayonnaise flavored MCs.
You feel me, Cage?
Cage. Man, it's so many. LP, like, come on, man. Like,
bro.
We're just. It's not about him being white. It's really not about him being white.
Jojo Pellegrino, he's nice.
There are a ton of amazing Caucasoid rhyme spitters.
I mean, I think Logic just fell into his lane, to be honest with you, and good for yo. He corny and he just will never
probably had some bad people around him in terms of advice of how he probably didn't listen to people's advice more.
Yo, Mac Miller too. Yo, rest in peace. I mean,
oh yeah, Mac Miller's right up there.
Yeah,
Mac Miller's right up there. White MC. I think Mac Miller and Logic. It's at least a conversation back and forth, but Mac Miller probably gets the edge.
Mac Miller definitely Mac Miller really Logic, bro.
Because Mac Miller really loved. He really loved the culture.
Right.
Yeah, and he was nice. His Tiny Desk is one of my favorite ones for real.
Yeah, rest in peace, Mac Miller. Pittsburgh's
rest in peace. It's crazy. I did something with him too, but yeah, Mac, rest in peace, man.
All right, well, that's we basically close this out.
When we're not discussing mayonnaise flavored MCs, what else are we doing
here?
Jesus
Christ! I mean, y'all
wait, I got a question though, bro.
Hey, yo, on the beat, bro.
I got my bad, Kareem. I know if you trying to wrap it
up. Go ahead, bro. What do you have to say?
I just feel like is that wrong of me to feel like that J. Cole don't deserve to pass? Like I get it that he removed himself. But if you're going to jump in the ring, you got to stand on it. Yo.
This wasn't even that episode.
This isn't that episode, but I just genuinely want to know.
I genuinely want to know. I'll say it again. I don't just talk about battling. I actually do it. That's
so you agree with me that he don't deserve a pass?
I agree that no one deserves a pass who says, I'm a dope MC. You don't want to fuck with me on the MIC. And then when somebody picks up the mic and say, let's go, and you walk away, you don't get a pass. No matter who you are. No matter who you are.
Right, but if you get punched in your fucking face, how are you going to apologize to the dude for punching back?
But better yet is how you going to go around to boxing gyms like, look at my technique, and then you didn't walk away.
Because that's the part niggas don't talk about. He went on a tear for 3 years. You feel me? He went on a tear saying he was the best out here for 3 years. I'm going to go to hell if Jesus asks for a feature. All this other shit. He went on a crazy tear saying he was the top nigga for 3 years. You feel me? And it just took the thing out of his shit. But I don't mean to cut your wisdom.
I'm just saying.
Savon,
what you're saying is absolutely true.
1 second.
No matter what, it's absolutely true and should be adhered to.
I'm sorry. This is what I was saying earlier, right? So, as the non-MC out of all of us, right?
So, okay, but wait, Savon, let me ask you this. I don't mean to cut you off, but let me ask you this. If somebody wrote an article, a scathing article, attacking you as a journalist, are you going to write an article back?
Definitely. But this is my thing, is that did he really diss Cole? And like where
he called him out.
Where Cole going to be in the relationship? Because it's obvious that Kendrick was going for Drake. You know what I'm saying? Cole is just collateral damage at this time. So if Cole's going ahead and trying to go ahead and insert himself in a beef that's obviously targeted, why would you do that? I don't have any problem with him.
Absolutely. But if that was the case, he shouldn't have made the song first. Don't put the song out and then try to moonwalk. Don't press send. Then it's fine. Keep out of it. But don't attack and then be like, nah, I ain't mean that. You can't punch somebody in the face and then be like, I don't want to fight no more.
Okay. I dig it. I don't want to play no more. Right. I'm taking my ball and going home. I dig it. Okay. Now, I mean, I see it now, but like, what would have been the benefit for him to even step in the middle of that shit? You know what I mean?
There was no benefit. He shouldn't have said anything. He should not have said anything.
I don't think he knew what was really going on. I really believe somebody did tip him off after the fact.
Like, did that nigga like, yo, from
he probably thought, like, oh, this is like another control situation. And it was like, nah, this is
right. Okay.
Nah, this not controlled. He's about to. Drake's got a red dot on his head, and it ain't Trump's shooter.
He shouldn't have said anything to begin with. Got you.
No, hell no. You feel me? Kendrick did that nigga like Yo said in the Mac. Remember, Pretty Tony got mad as shit. He knocked the nigga over, pulled a stick in his face, told him shut the fuck up when grown men is talking.
Grown men is talking.
Pretty Tony.
Savon don't rap, he'll beat the shit out of fucking J. Cole. Just off that
alone. Jesus Christ.
All right, man. I had enough of this shit. You guys,
Kareem, I'm waiting for you to put that glove on and knock J. Cole the fuck out.
You guys are mean men.
Special.
You guys are mean men, man. Jesus Christ.
That's what makes us great MCs and/or journalists.
Mean this guy.
There you go.
All right, man. Thanks for coming on the show. We gonna definitely the Are You Serious podcast. Good episode. Appreciate y'all.
So I have to stand here today as what I was when I was born, a black man.
Your racism bounces off me, I'm bulletproof. Your prejudice gets deflected, I'm bulletproof. Your hatred can't penetrate me, I'm bulletproof. Our minds can't be shackled no more, nah, we know the truth. Yeah, from the spot that Malcolm stood, looking out through the window, I'm looking out over my hood, and all I see is the shit show run by.